everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Remember when I told you we would use that mascarpone cheese in another recipe? Well, today's the day. I use it in my cannoli cream. This is my version of how to make delicious cannoli. Today we're making mini versions. These are perfect for your Easter dessert buffet. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. I told you I was going to use the mascarpone cheese substitute in another recipe coming up, and this is it. I am not making the cannoli shells. Ain't nobody got time for that. If you are a purist and love to make your own cannoli shells, I say go for it. I just think it's easier for this particular application, and if you don't know how to make those, it's easy just to pick these up. I'm using the mini cannoli shells. I bought these in a large box from a restaurant supply. However, they are available on Amazon, and I will leave a couple links down below on my Amazon shopping page, and you can have at it. You can buy as many as you want or as little as you want. They also sell the larger version of these, so you can have the large cannoli, and that's entirely up to you. But a good cannoli is all about the filling, and the filling in a cannoli is all about the cheese. So what you're going to want to start off with is some really good quality whole milk ricotta cheese. I use the Galbani brand. This is the brand I use. Another really good brand is Polly O. What you want to make sure you look for is whole milk, and then when you look at the ingredients, it doesn't have a lot of additives. This is a nice firm ricotta cheese. I have it in a sieve lined with a paper towel, and it's been in here for a few hours just to absorb or wick off any additional moisture. That's important. There is none in the bowl, but I have had this in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. The one thing I like about this particular brand is it's super firm and it doesn't have a lot of liquid in it. And then we're going to use our homemade mascarpone, and we're not going to use this whole bowl. For every 2-pound container of ricotta cheese, you're going to use about a cup and a half of the mascarpone. So, and it can be pronounced either way. So we're going to use about half of what's in this dish. We're also going to use 2 cups of confectioners sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon each of cinnamon and allspice, a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste or good quality vanilla extract, and then I'm going to be using this. Everyone always asks me when I use this what it is, so take note. Fiori di Sicilia. This is an infusion of orange oil and vanilla extract. It is heavenly, and in my opinion, my cannoli is not the same without it. I can only buy this from King Arthur Flour, and this jar has lasted, this 4-ounce bottle has lasted me almost 10 years. Because you literally use 1/8 of a teaspoon or so for the amount of filling that we're going to make, and it makes all the difference. Additionally, you can add about 2 oranges worth of freshly grated zest, but I don't have any oranges on hand, so we're not going to do that. Some people like to use candied orange and lemon peel in theirs. What I am going to say about cannoli is the same thing that I said about the deviled eggs a few videos ago. Cannoli are very personal. Everybody who eats cannoli or makes cannoli has their own recipe for cannoli filling. So this may not be like yours if you're a cannoli maker, and yours may not be like mine, and that's great. This is how I make it, and I can't wait to share it with you. We're also going to be adding some chocolate chips. These are the mini chocolate chips. We're going to be adding a cup into the filling, and then we're going to be using additional chocolate chips to decorate the outside ends, as well as some chopped pistachios. That's a lot of stuff. Then we're going to use some powdered sugar to shake on the top. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get ready and we're going to mix up our filling. Here's our ricotta cheese and our mascarpone cheese all ready to go, and we're going to add in our vanilla bean paste. We'll eyeball about a teaspoon. A little more never hurt. I like to use the vanilla bean paste because it gives you those little flecks. We're going to use about 1/8 of a teaspoon of our Fiori. It's very powerful stuff. We can always add more, but we can't take away. And if you put too much, it gets very bitter because orange oil is bitter. So you want to be really, really careful. We're going to add in our cinnamon and allspice. And now we're going to go ahead and blend this up. Just using my hand mixer, I'm going to give this a good whisk. Just get that blended. And now what I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to, well, first, now we're going to do is add the sugar. Now, the rule is for every pound of ricotta cheese, you should use 2 cups of sugar. I have 2 cups of powdered sugar measured out here, but I'm going to start by adding about half of it, and then we're going to whisk it again, and then we're going to taste it. Cannoli filling is very subjective. You don't want it too sweet, but you don't want it not sweet enough. So I'm going to add a cup, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to blend this in. Now we're going to go ahead and give this a taste. It's good, but I think it needs a little more sugar, not a whole cup's worth of sugar, and I think it needs a little more fiori. So we'll start with that. I'm going to use this smaller, this is one of those weird pinch, dash, and smidge measuring spoons. They're super cute, and I don't hardly ever use them except for this. So it's really like 3 or 4 drops that we're putting in there, and it does make a huge difference. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. All right, so let me grab another spoon here, and we'll go ahead and add about half of the sugar that's left in the bowl, and then we will blend this up again. And again, we're gonna go ahead and grab this clean spoon and give it a taste. Oh yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yep.
You would, honestly, you wouldn't think that that tiny little bit of that orange flavoring. If you don't want to buy Fiori di Sicilia, that's fine. You can use a combination of vanilla extract and orange extract, but you're gonna need to use a little bit more because the extract isn't as powerful as the Fiori. Now we're gonna add the chocolate chips. And these really should be mini chocolate chips because we're putting them, I'm putting them in mini shells. So, and there is your cannoli cream. Now all we have to do is pipe them into our little shells and have a treat. I've gone ahead and put my filling in a pastry bag, and if you don't have a pastry bag, you can use a Ziploc bag with the corner cut off, and that helps you to fill these up really quick and easy. You can just put it in there and add gentle pressure. I'm gonna do one more. You have your choice. You can do one end in the pistachio and one end in the chocolate chips, or you can do both ends in one, or you can leave them however you like.
But there's no pistachio in the filling, right?
There's no pistachio in the filling. These should not be done too far in advance because the filling will leach into the shell, and that will make the shell soggy. So this is really great audience participation dessert, and you can have the filling in the bags already, and everyone can fill their own. Or you can have someone, if you're doing a party or something, you can have someone doing the cannoli station and taking orders and filling them for people as they like. And you can always leave them plain. So there's that option. Okay, we've our little mini cannolis all filled up and ready to go. And now all we have to do is make it snow. You can do this individually, or you can do it like I have right here on the platter. But to me, a cannoli is not complete unless it gets showered with powdered sugar. And there you go. Some beautiful cannoli all ready to enjoy. So that is how you make my version of cannoli cream and make your own cannoli. If you're so inclined, you can make your own shells, but you know what? You can get really good versions commercially available, already made, delivered to your door. And when the holidays are super busy, and if you're gonna serve this as an Easter treat, why not save yourself the time and just go ahead and buy them? It's okay. And a lot of grocery store bakeries will sell you cannoli shells if that's something that they offer on their menu. So check there first, or then you can go on Amazon. I'm gonna leave a couple links down below for you. So I hope you give this a try, and I hope you love it, because who doesn't love a cannoli? I mean, come on. And until next time, I'll see ya.